real whiff punish, real hit confirm, right? Kind of like immediate reactions to see whether something's going to work. But I would say, previously speaking, not really known for kind of going for the mix-up element of Sub-Zero, but all day he's been rocking Deep Freeze, the Amplified Ice Ball, and Creeping Ice, which is the safe special that on block you can throw it out after a lot of Sub-Zero strings and be safe. One of them is the overhead, and it looks like Konqueror has been using a tremendous amount of it today because there just isn't that risk attached to it anymore. It just isn't there.
I've got a secret. I've got a little bit of information. Asodimazze doesn't like Sub-Zero.
No, Sub-Zero is definitely his kryptonite.
Never liked fighting Sub-Zero, and he's now going up against arguably the best Sub-Zero. So this could actually be quite a tough matchup for him, it has to be said. But as we go into game one, Asodimazze versus Konqueror.
Now, Konqueror off to a somewhat slow start, but I think that's kind of just the nature of the matchup. Asodimazze can be keeping that life lead. This is that tried and true Setron variation we've seen from him. We're actually yet to see Asodimazze play anything but this since Ultimate, so I definitely think this has become the new main through and through, variation-wise. Oh, I actually think Asodimazze tried to use a Hell's Wrath to stay in the air, but just got a jump punch instead.
Now ending the combo in just the base 1-2-4. No need really to use Crushing Blow.
Ooh, hang on a minute. Did you see that?
Yes, kind of. It was so quick.
Now, Konqueror interrupting Tornado on block with a down 1. Sub-Zero, he does have that 6-frame poke. Plus frames, respected. Yeah, Asodimazze, no reason to disrespect the advantage there. All the life in the world and the meter advantage. Yeah, we're looking at a consistent win. It should be very hard, yeah, for Konqueror to bring that back. Almost impossible. Asodimazze played that picture perfect.
Now in this matchup, I mean, it is that game of Sub-Zero having a lot of tools to get in, but he needs to. Even with the Deep Freeze, you have so many options, but there, being able to throw out those ice balls, it's not going to give you exactly what you want because the natural barrier just being able to chew through it. And Konqueror constantly expecting Asodimazze to challenge those plus frames. It's just not his style to do that. So this first game is giving Konqueror, I think, some pretty important information.
Again, Asodimazze forever looking like he's playing on the back foot because he's, obviously playing the runaway game, but this is him just doing what he does best. He has the big lead, he has the round advantage, like he is looking in complete control. However, forward throw, what's going to be the mix? It's a late wake up from Asodimazze into another forward throw. Nothing achieved, more damage taken. Wake up jump! Hello!
That is not a very Asodimazze thing to do, but you know what? You've just sat there and taken 2 throws. I think wake up jump is the last thing Konqueror is going to expect in that situation. Now he's very weak. Fatal blow, Sub-Zero, 2 bars a meter. I mean, the comeback can always happen, especially off a flawless block like that. Wait a minute. He needs to turn this around. Damage, spends it. And now this fatal blow just became very attractive indeed. Looking for a button press. Konqueror, does he have an opportunity? The flawless block, but no! Oh, he's not quite able to make something happen there. So a very important game one for Konqueror. He figures out how Asodimazze defends. More likely, I think, off things like forward 4. But Asodimazze, we said he does not like fighting Sub-Zero. He's still good at the matchup because he has to play so many Sub-Zero players.
But this, I have to say again, this is a very stressful match incoming though for so many players. Konqueror currently 3-1. If he can win this, will pretty much guarantee himself into the Sunday playoffs. But also at the same time, Asodimazze 2-3. If Asodimazze loses this, he'll be 2-4, and then his chances are basically gone. But then at the same time, if you're Hayate, you need to push for Asodimazze to lose as well, because Hayate and Asodimazze are both currently 2-3, so there's a lot at stake. And if Asodimazze wins this, that is absolute just breathing room for Asodimazze, but disaster for some other players that are very much relying on the results of this game. Konqueror also, he's playing for the safety, right? He wins this, it's done for him. He can rest somewhat easy into the rest of these matches, but he needs to win desperately.
Well, we're still potentially a little bit far away from that because Konqueror, he's able to take this first round, and this is just game 2. A 2-0 could still happen, but with the rate things going, Konqueror might be able to tie this one up. And wait a second. He's not going to spend the fatal blow because now, especially after this grab...
And the forward throw too, yeah.
Very attractive indeed, looking in. And those buttons he's looking to confirm. Asodimazze, he hits those 2 hit confirms in the fatal blow so often. Can he do it again with Konqueror? Going to stop that momentum.
Far teleport. So dangerous.
Yeah, regular teleport.
That wasn't a far teleport.
Yeah, you're right. It wasn't a far teleport at all. He kept his meter, and that wasn't what lost him the round. The slide catching him at the end there.
No, but that was Asodimazze, and he did that against Hayate as well, right? Like he's in this massively high pressure situation, and to play so patiently for a while and then just do something really dangerous. I mean, Asodimazze kind of has that moment where he just hits the button and says, enough of this. Let's end the game. Win or lose, me or you. Hang on a minute. Asodimazze, he's done a pretty good job blocking that. Oh, there's the overhead. You were just about to say it, weren't you? I know you were just about to say it.
No, I didn't curse it. I didn't finish the sentence.
We're twins, bro. I heard you say it before the words left your mouth. You can't lie to the people. I know.
Now you can go check the tapes. You can't prove nothing. Behold. Anyway, how about
Asodimazze? This is much better for Konqueror. Asodimazze was looking good here. That 1-0 advantage. But oh, the raw slide into the KB. Oh, Evan just hit by a neutral special for over 300 damage. Asodimazze has. That's a big advantage. Oh my god, and the flawless block. Oh my god, the flawless block into slide punish.
And a trip guard. What a clean finish here from Konqueror. But that, as far as I'm concerned, Mustard, that's the Konqueror that we know. The fact that he's got these insane reactions, the cleanest of game plans with Sub-Zero. I think really pioneering that footsie-oriented sub, which now still exists, but is a lot scarier because he has creeping ice, which makes forward 2 safer. I think the reason he didn't use forward 2 a lot before Ultimate was because he didn't like taking a risk that big. You know, Konqueror's not a risk taker. He never has been. So he relies on the clean, the footsies, and that solid play.
But that is what makes me so nervous at the concept of him playing Creeping Ice, because he's now able to use the overhead without the risk, as attached to it. But we saw at the end, even with the Creeping Ice, just because you have a way of making the overhead safe doesn't mean that you'd never have to go for the unsafe deep freeze. Because if you really just feel like that overhead is going to connect and you want more damage in Creeping Ice, you can still do it. It's just a lot more dangerous. But Konqueror, he made that call out, and now we go into game 3. This is an absolute game changer of a match. This one match you're about to see can dictate so much for so many of our players yet to secure their space into Sunday.
Oh, the dash-in ice ball. That's one hell of a start for the Brazilian, because right now, having the corner pressure as well. However, actually, it looks like Asodimazze able to fight his way out of the corner. That's definitely a good start for him. Could have been a lot worse. Oh, the counter hit! Does he go for the breaker? No, he doesn't. He wants the down 2 instead. I think that's just a bit of a safer option for Asodimazze. Doesn't really care so much about the restand. He'd rather just have the damage. Oh, ground pound! Stuffing the slide startup. That's confirmed, though, from Konqueror. This has been a rather explosive round 1, Mustard.
Well, it looks like Konqueror's doing a lot of just risks in the neutral, but it's kind of like calculated. We're seeing a lot of raw slides, but it's like, oh no, speaking of risks, for another time, we see a grab just not work out. I think we've seen more crushing blow grabs because the grab hasn't worked than actual crushing blow throws today.
Slide or not slide?
The empty jump, hang on.
What's the final play? Does Konqueror wake up? Does he wake up? The wake up never getting completely stuffed. 3 grab. Counter up for Asodimazze, who's just brought himself on match point. Konqueror trying to disrespect on wake up, and he pays the price. What a position now.
Yep, going back towards the tornado for first time in a while, actually. Oh, hang on a minute. Preemptive buttons. Maybe expecting Konqueror to move in. Konqueror, he needs to get this desperately. No, mistimes that jumping punch. Could have been a whiff punish on the wake up attack. And a crucial throw tech as well. Okay, so the throws that let down Konqueror are definitely paving the way for Asodimazze. Rise, I talk about how throws aren't really doing as much today. Asodimazze is winning because of them. And mind games surrounding them.
I am not used to seeing this many throws from Asodimazze in general. He is not playing the way you're familiar with, but I think that is being a bit of an edge here, because he's throwing off the flow. He cancels it to get you to jump, and he chases you down with the Hell's Wrath in the air.
That was so smart.
It's a layer of gameplay that we're seeing here from Asodimazze. Goes in for the jump, the pushback, the wins, a lot of chip damage.
I mean, we still haven't seen another button from Konqueror. He did a big boot, and there's the low! We hadn't seen him press a button for so long. I wonder if he was fishing for the crushing blow, but setting up for that crushing blow ender there. Not going to happen. Fatal blow here for Asodimazze, though. Konqueror, he cannot get opened up. And he hit now. He was looking for it. He was looking for it, but too early. Yep, Konqueror. And he gets that crushing blow slide ready. We are going down to the match point. This is a game-changing round for so many players. Cannot stress it enough.
A phenomenal win it will be for him, but Asodimazze, his chance at staying alive, and one hell of a player to take out. Against a character he hates fighting. I mean, this would be incredible victory for him, but that's going to be the deep freeze going through. I think the amp of the barrier. That's the 1-2-4 spend. 320 just like that. And the corner pressure continues. This time is the overhead. Watch your head. Oh no. Oh, the blender. We've turned the blender on. Can it be turned off? Oh no. No lid. The lid's off. It's going everywhere.
No, Asodimazze. The throw out of the corner. Managed to slow things down somewhat, at least for now.
Konqueror gets the jump in. That's the low, and that's game over. Game over. Konqueror takes it against Asodimazze. Last possible minute right there. That was a pretty crazy matchup. That was a good matchup.
Asodimazze, you know, he's not going to be happy with that one, but Konqueror, after going down that first game, able to really seal the deal and bring things back there. Asodimazze, you know, he can definitely be happy with what he was able to achieve today. You know, it definitely did not go his way in the end results-wise, but definitely one of the strongest players that Europe has to offer, and absolutely the best Italian Mortal Kombat has to offer.